Okay, so as we have discussed, we have come to the last point of chapter number 5. Sorry, chapter number 4. So this one, it is chapter number 4 that we have discussed so many points related to the employees and consumers. Okay, so as I told, this chapter is mainly divided into two parts. So first issue or first part, we have considered various issues related to the employees, and in the second part, the issues are there related to the consumers. Okay, so for the chapter, whatever we have seen, if we have to quickly revise, we have seen so employees as a stakeholder, then employees perspective, employers perspective ते बघितले आपण. Then what are the ethical issues in firm employee relation? That point we have covered. Management of human resource. In that, these tables we have covered rhetoric and reality. Then next to that, next point we have seen. So in the employee only, we have seen what are the ethical challenges in the globalization. Okay, so just a minute, I will go to that particular slide. So here we have seen the ethical challenges in the globalization. After 3 challenges बघितले होते त्याच्यामध्ये, after that we have seen how to maintain the sustainable employment. Means in a particular company, if the employees are there for longer time, then that is good point from that particular employer's point of view. Okay, so how to maintain the sustainable employment means what care should be taken by the employer to so that the employees will be in the company for longer time. That is called as sustainable employment. So what are the points? 3 points we have seen. These 3 points are there in the sustainable employment. Okay, then next we have seen consumer. So up to this we have seen how the employers are how the employees are important from the employer's point of view. After that we have seen how the consumers are considered as important stakeholders. हे आपण background बघितलं consumerशी related. Consumer satisfaction is important. All the points have been discussed. Then we have seen what are the ethical issues in the marketing management. Marketing management madle ethical issues. So first that is product policy. Then marketing communication madle ethical issues बघितले आपण. Reinforce consumption and materialism. So and ethical issues in the pricing. त्याच्यामध्ये 4 subtype बघितले आपण परत. Okay. Then next point we have seen ethical issues in the channels of distribution. So distribution channel means the people involved between the producer or supplier and the customer. That is called as the channels of distribution. Okay, so channel of distribution madle ethical issues बघितले. Then wholesaler and retailer, those are the main communication channels. Okay, then ethical issues in marketing strategy आपण बघितलं. Targeting vulnerable consumers and consumer exclusion. After that we have seen what are the ethical challenges of global marketplace. Global marketplace मध्ये एखादा बिझनेस मूव्ह झाल्यामुळे त्याच्यामध्ये कुठले ethical challenges येऊ शकतात. That points we have seen. And next to that we have started with this point. Consumer and corporate citizenship. Consumer and corporate citizenship मध्ये 2 पॉइंट आहेत. Consumer sovereignty and ethical consumption. Consumer sovereignty म्हणजे काय, तो कन्सेप्ट बघितला आपण की अल्टिमेटली कंज्युमर इज गोइंग टू कंट्रोल व्हॉट नीड्स टू बी manufactured. That is called as the consumer sovereignty. Okay, that point we have seen. And after that CST मध्ये कुठले पॉइंट असतात ते बघितले. अँड नेक्स्ट वी हॅव स्टार्टेड विथ द इथिकल कन्झम्पशन. इथिकल कन्झम्पशन म्हणजे काय? एखाद्या कस्टमरला एखादा प्रोडक्ट विकत घ्यायच्या आधी he has right to study the details about what details he can study. It covers different activities including boycotting certain companies in response to poor social, ethical and environmental record. म्हणजे त्या कंपनीचा पूर्ण अनालिसिस करून what is that product, how it is manufactured, whether that using of that product by you is going to have any negative impact on the society, any negative impact on the environment. All those rights are there for the consumers. Okay, that is the meaning of ethical consumption. आणि हे सगळं स्टडी केल्यावर इफ कस्टमर फील्स की नाही ह्या कंपनीच्या इथिकल गोष्टी मला योग्य वाटत नाहीत, किंवा this company is having some social issue or it is not environment friendly, कंपनीचे काही इथिकल इश्यूज असतील, or if you feel that product is not ethical, then you have right to reject that particular product. So that is called as the ethical consumption. Okay, that point we have seen. And next point we have started sustainable consumption. Sustainable consumption म्हणजे काय? Sustainable, so many times we have used this word. Sustainable means to survive for the longer time. So sustainable consumption means you have to consume the material used for manufacturing of that product in such a way that that will be available for your future generation also. So this simple definition we will see. Sustainable consumption is the use of material products, energy and immaterial services in such a way that their use minimizes impacts on the environment so that human needs can be met not only in the present but also for future generation. Okay, that is the meaning of sustainable consumption. So use of the material products in such a way that it is useful for the future generation also. That is the meaning of sustainable development. So there are 5 steps for a sustainable consumption. Sustainable consumption, another definition is given here. Use of goods and services that respond to basic needs and bring a better quality of life while minimizing the use of natural resources, toxic materials and emission of waste and pollutants over the life cycle. Okay, so that is the meaning of sustainable consumption. Then these are the 5 steps for sustainable consumption. So one by one we will see. First one is producing environmentally responsible product. Second, product recaptured. Third, service replacement for product. Fourth, product sharing. And fifth, it is reducing the demand. Okay, you just read these 5 points. We will see these points one by one. Just have a look at these 5 points. ह्या 5 स्टेप आहेत ज्या स्टेप्स यूज करून आपण एखाद्या मटेरियलचं किंवा एखादा प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी सस्टेनेबल कंझम्पशन अचीव करू शकतो. Okay, so we will see these steps one by one. पहिली स्टेप काय बघा. So here is just one diagram shown. दोन इथं लिनियर फ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेस आणि सर्क्युलर फ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेस ह्या दोन डायग्राम दिलेले आहेत. दोन्ही डायग्राम आहेत ह्या एखाद्या मटेरियलच्या प्रोडक्शन सायकलशी रिलेटेड आहेत. ओके, बट what is the difference in that diagram that we will see. So first we will see the upper diagram, linear flow of resources, extraction, manufacturing, distribution, consumption and disposal. एखादं मटेरियल सिलेक्ट करणे, एक्सट्रॅक्ट करणे, manufacturing the main product, distributing it, utilizing it, that is nothing but consumption. And last step it is disposal. मग ह्या पहिल्या लिनियर फ्लो मध्ये whether there is any recycling, so you tell me. आता समजा एखादा प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही घेतला, मॅन्युफॅक्चर केलं ते करणाऱ्यांनी, तुम्ही ते विकत घेतलं, त्याचा यूज केला वर्षभर 2 वर्ष, and when it is damaged you are just throwing it. So that is the meaning of this particular diagram. So whether there is any reuse of that disposal material as per this diagram, you just tell me that answer please. पहिल्या डायग्राम मध्ये रियूज होतोय का त्याचा काही सांगा मला, मटेरियलचा, इन फर्स्ट डायग्राम. Just tell me please whether there is any reuse as per the first diagram. Yes, Audumbar, can you tell the answer? Disposal of the material म्हणजे रियूज होतोय का, जे काही रॉ मटेरियल शिल्लक राहिला असेल त्याचा.
Yes ma'am, होय.
No, but in this first diagram I am asking. So if you see the second these two diagrams, circular flow of resources आणि linear flow of resources, ह्याच्यामध्ये कशामध्ये तुम्हाला रियूज होताना दिसतोय सांगा.
सर्क्युलर मध्ये.
Yes, so these are just two models shown just for your additional information. Linear flow म्हणजे it is one way process. मटेरियल सिलेक्ट करणे, तयार करणे, ते कस्टमर पर्यंत पोहोचवणे, कस्टमरने ते यूज करणे म्हणजे कन्झम्पशन. आणि डिस्पोजल मीन्स आफ्टर यूज ऑफ दॅट इट इज गिवन टू द वेस्ट ओनली. ओके, सो देयर इज नो reuse of that particular system. That is called as the disposal. Okay, so that is the linear flow. Circular flow मध्ये काय होतंय, एक्सट्रॅक्शन, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग, डिस्ट्रीब्युशन, कन्झम्पशन, डिस्पोजल सोबत प्रोडक्ट रिकॅप्चर प्रोसेस सुद्धा होते. म्हणजे ह्यातले काय मटेरियल जे रियूज करण्यासारखे असतील, once again those are utilized or reutilized we can say for any manufacturing process. Okay, so that is the circular flow of resources. Okay, so first step we will see producing environment responsibly product. See, this is very simple thing. आपल्याला जर sustainable development पाहिजे असेल तर the product whatever we are going to produce that should have the environment friendly nature. Means that product should not produce anything which is harmful for the environment, or nothing should be imbalanced in the environment because of the product or because of use of the product. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादा प्रोडक्ट खूप चांगला असेल पण त्याच्यामुळे पोल्युशन होत असेल तर वी कॅन से that product is not supporting for the sustainable environment. Many times what happen that some of the cars they are produced, they are giving good performance, but they are creating a lot of pollution. So that is also coming under not environment friendly products. Okay, so these are the this is the first step, product producing environment friendly responsible products. Okay, so perhaps the most obvious way for firms to respond to the challenges of sustainable consumption is to develop and market products that impact less harmfully on the environment. Okay, so that is first step. Then again here developing new products is an important element of any movement towards sustainable consumption, but significant progress will require willingness to change market as well as changing product. Okay, and there should be re-engineering market, means जे material परत त्यातून reuse होऊ शकेल, reproduce होऊ शकेल, that kind of products only you have to generate. That is first step. Second, product recapture. सो पहिला आहे एन्व्हायरमेंट फ्रेंडलीच तुम्ही करतानाच करायला पाहिजेत, ज्यामुळं एन्व्हायरमेंटचा बॅलन्स मेंटेन होण्यास मदत होईल. देन सेकंड, product recapture means what? Current business systems of production tend to operate on a linear model where materials are used to make products which are then consumed and disposed of, and that we see of them. So many times, however, moving towards a circular use of resources, ensuring so-called waste is recaptured and brought back to the productive use. आता हे जे आपण दोन डायग्राम पाहिल्या होत्या सर्क्युलर फ्लो मध्ये, कंझ्युम केलेल्या मटेरियल मध्ये परत जे काय वेस्ट राहिलं असेल, that product it is recaptured means that waste it is taken and it is again used for the manufacturing purpose. Okay, that is the meaning of this product recapture. Okay, then so we can finalize this or summarize this point as it should again reuse the material which is or which can be reproduced with the help of the waste. Okay, so that is product recapture, and then product recapturing takes place only in circular flow of resources and it is not taking place in the linear flow of resources. That is second step. So see, so same in this related to this one example it is given in this particular slide. Okay, किंवा आपण बरेचदा असं म्हणू शकतो की recapture product किंवा simple some points are there that also you can consider. You have to use the natural resources or you have to use the things which can be easily reproduced. For example, आता बऱ्याच ठिकाणी इलेक्ट्रिकल बिल किंवा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सेव्हिंग साठी काही ठिकाणी काय दाखवलं जातं बऱ्याच वेळा स्लाइड मध्ये वगैरे की इफ यू हॅव वॉशिंग मशीन मध्ये कपडे बऱ्यापैकी हाफ ड्राय होऊन त्यातून आपण बाहेर काढू शकतो. दॅट फॅसिलिटी इज अवेलेबल इन वॉशिंग मशीन. पण जर उन्हाळ्यात ऊन असेल चांगलं आणि इफ यू आर एबल टू गेट दॅट वर्क डन बाय द नॅचरल रिसोर्सेस, then there is again no need to consume the electricity unnecessarily. If you are able to get that work done with some natural resources, then you have to try such that you are able to preserve our electricity or the resources which will be useful for our future generation. Otherwise one day what will happen, सगळे जर हे रिसोर्सेस संपले तर इट विल बी व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सर्व्हाइव्ह. फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही जर अनलिमिटेड यूज केला पेट्रोल वगैरे ह्या इंधनाचा आणि इफ युअर फ्युचर जनरेशन इज नॉट एबल टू गेट दॅट, सो दॅट विल बी व्हेरी प्रॉब्लेमॅटिक. ओके, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो अनदर एस्पेक्ट दॅट यू नीड टू consider. If you can do the things with natural resources, don't go for the artificial things or don't go in unnecessarily wasting of the electricity and other things. Okay, हे झाले पहिले दोन अप्रोचेस. थर्ड अप्रोच आहे सर्व्हिसेस रिप्लेसमेंट्स फॉर प्रोडक्ट. See, this is very simple concept which we are using many times, but this term it is new. सर्व्हिस रिप्लेसमेंट्स फॉर प्रोडक्ट म्हणजे प्रत्येक ठिकाणी तुम्ही प्रोडक्टच विकत घेऊ शकता असं नाही. काही ठिकाणी तुम्हाला प्रोडक्टच्या ऐवजी सर्व्हिसेस प्रेफरेबल असतात. इथे एक एक्झाम्पल दिलेले आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल झेरॉक्स. आता तुम्हाला जर झेरॉक्स काढणे प्रत्येकाला गरज पडते झेरॉक्स काढायची, पण झेरॉक्स काढावं लागतात म्हणून प्रत्येक जण झेरॉक्स मशीन विकत घेतं का? नाही. सो देअर प्रोडक्ट मीन्स दॅट झेरॉक्स मशीन इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय व्हॉट? Service. You are getting that service by somebody else, and that is product for that particular person only. म्हणजे जो झेरॉक्सचा दुकानदार आहे त्याच्यासाठी ते प्रोडक्ट आहे, but for you as a consumer that is not the product which is related to you, but you are getting service for that particular thing. Okay, so if sometimes services are given. सर्व्हिसेस जर आपण रिप्लेस केल्या किंवा प्रोडक्ट जर आपण सर्व्हिसेसने रिप्लेस केले तर प्रोडक्शन रेट किंवा प्रोडक्शनची डिमांड कमी होईल का वाढेल सांगा मला. काही प्रोडक्ट तुम्हाला लागतात पण त्याच्याऐवजी जर तुम्ही फॅसिलिटी मध्ये यूज केले, फॉर एक्झाम्पल इफ यू हॅव टू मेक 10 किंवा इफ 10 people are there, they want to get Xerox. So if you think about product every time, so 10 people will require 10 Xerox machines. So whether it is feasibly or practically feasible, no. So what you are doing, instead of taking the product, those are replaced by the services. मग त्याची ती सर्व्हिस तुम्हाला प्रोव्हाइड होते. मग मला सांगा सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड झाल्यामुळं प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग रेट कमी होणार आहे का वाढणार आहे? Just tell me that answer. Please try to understand the question. एखाद्या गोष्टीचा प्रोडक्टच्या ऐवजी जर आपण सर्व्हिसेस दिल्या तर प्रोडक्शन रिक्वायरमेंट त्याची कमी होईल का वाढेल? Yes. Tell me the answer. Okay, who will tell that? Please try to give the answer. Shreya, can you tell that?
I think decrease, ma'am.
Decrease होणार. Okay, yes, correct. तुमचा जर फॅसिलिटी ने तुम्ही रिप्लेस केला प्रोडक्टला तर 10 प्रोडक्टच्या ऐवजी तुम्हाला एकच प्रोडक्ट लागेल ना. सो युअर डिमांड विल बी रिड्युस्ड. सो दॅट इज वन वे फॉर सस्टेनेबल प्रोडक्शन. ओके, सो सस्टेनेबल प्रोडक्शनचे पॉइंट बघतोय हे आपण, किंवा सस्टेनेबल कन्झम्पशन. पहिलं काय बघितलं, एन्व्हायरमेंटल रिस्पॉन्सिबल प्रोडक्ट जनरेट करायला पाहिजे. परत प्रोडक्ट रिकॅप्चर्ड म्हणजे त्यातलं जे वेस्ट असतं त्यातलं काही मटेरियल जे रिसायकलेबल आहे, अगेन इट शुड बी रियुटिलाइज्ड फॉर द प्रोडक्शन. देन थर्ड वी हॅव सीन सर्व्हिस रिप्लेसमेंट्स फॉर द product. If you are replacing the product with some services, then definitely your production rate will be reduced and you will be able to get the sustainable development, okay, or sustainable consumption. Then fourth one, it is product sharing. So we will see that fourth point. Product sharing म्हणजे काय, एखादं product, so the name itself indicate. See here, services, service replacement चे त्यांनी example दिले होते. Xerox is there. Then instead of buying fridge, washing machine, dishwasher, customers can rent the appliances from the company through their extra rent system, which makes that at a local service center, and then that particular services will be divided. Okay, so that is the meaning here. Then product sharing is the fourth way. Product sharing म्हणजे काय, की if one product it is shared by multiple group of consumers, that is also one good solution for sustainable consumption. Okay, एखादं प्रोडक्ट आहे 10 लोकांना तेच पाहिजे आहे, but if you are purchasing it separately, then 10 product material is required for that. किंवा त्या 10 मटेरियलचं manufacturing, that's a raw material, all that things you need to consume. But if you are able to share that product between you, and if you are able to reduce the cost of manufacturing, or if you are able to reduce the use of material which is required, raw material for manufacturing that product, then obviously this product sharing is leading to the sustainable consumption. Okay, so one example they have given that here it is given. Europe's largest car sharing company is the Swiss company Mobility, which by 2005 had an impressive 64,000 members sharing around 1,750 vehicles at 1,000 लोकेशन, म्हणजे एका प्रोडक्टला एवढं कॉमन शेअरिंग तिथं यूज होतं, सो दॅट द प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग अँड प्रोडक्ट डिमांड इट इज reduced and we are able to have the sustainable consumption. Okay, so same it is given for the product sharing. Okay, so what happens because of product sharing? The more use of the same resources it is given to the particular customers. This way of increasing the eco-efficiency has been fairly successful in certain parts of the Europe, such as Germany and the Netherlands. Okay, where products such as cars, washing machines, and certain tools, they are being found to be particularly suitable for the sharing. Okay, so in this, though the inconvenience is major disadvantage, studies suggest that consumers welcome the saving in the storage place, money, and hassle of repairs and maintenance. बघा, म्हणजे तुमची एखादी कार असेल स्वतःची फक्त, तर you have to take care of its parking, you have to take care of its storage, its maintenance, repair, every expenses you have to bear by your own. पण ते जर product sharing असेल तर that expenses can be divided. Okay, so that is one way for sustainable consumption, product sharing. लक्षात येते का तुमच्या? Product sharing is going to again reduce the demand of production and it will lead to the sustainable consumption. Okay, then next is reducing the demand. So this is very simple concept. If at start only your demands for that product is reduced, किंवा त्या प्रोडक्टची डिमांड तुमची जर कमी असेल, तर ऑब्वियसली that manufacturing cost and all that expenses will be saved. If you are able to reduce your demand, like just by using some natural resources, जसं मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की तुम्ही जर नॅचरल प्रोसेसने उन्हामध्ये कपडे वाळवले, or if you are doing that, then obviously there will be reduction in the demand for the washing machine. If you are able to do that things with the help of some natural resources, then unnecessarily just go with the demands blindly. Practically you have to analyze and you have to try to reduce the demand. Okay, so demand reduction can also come from consumers themselves, as a slightly different from electrical consumption. Consumers choosing to go through the route of voluntarily simplicity and downshifting go beyond registering their approval or disapproval of certain companies and practicals and actively attempts to consume less overall. Okay, so they have to think on how the overall consumption of the material should be less. Okay, and then in 2001, these two scientists, they have studied the voluntary simplifier makes clear some degree of reflection on resistance is almost inevitable once consumer begin to take ethical stances on consumption. Okay, so when it is coming to the question of the reducing the demand, their consumer has to think about the simplified steps for managing the same thing without increasing your demand. म्हणजे तुम्ही त्या प्रोडक्ट शिवाय तुमची ती गरज कशी एखादी फुलफिल करू शकता, that you have to consider. Okay, so in the modern society, to tackle sustainability seriously, we may just find that reducing consumption is simply a bitter pill that just has to be swallowed. Okay, so जरी हे नको वाटत असेल तरी आपल्याला त्या डिमांड कमी करणे, that is one good point for reducing the consumption. Okay, so with these 5 steps, we can see how the sustainable consumption can be done for the particular product. Okay, so whether these 5 points are clear? आता हे sustainable consumption, obviously this consumption part is related to the customer. सस्टेनेबल कन्झम्पशन एम्प्लॉयनी करून चालणार नाही. सस्टेनेबल कन्झम्पशन शुड बी डन फ्रॉम द customer side. Okay, so that point we have to understand. Okay, is it clear? These 5 steps are clear, or is there any doubt you can ask? समझ गए क्या है 5 step? Yes, please give some answer. कशासाठी बघितल्यात ह्या 5 स्टेप आपण? सस्टेनेबल कन्झम्पशन म्हणजे विदाउट शेअरिंग, सॉरी, विदाउट wasting much of the resources, you can sustainable, or you can be or you will be able to develop the particular things, but that is also without affecting on the future progress. Okay, so these are the 5 steps for sustainable consumption. Okay, so here we are completing with chapter number 4. Just one point it is remaining from chapter number 4. Actually, initially only I had decided that task, but it was not possible. So just I will discuss right now. आता याच्यातला एक पॉइंट आहे बघा, मॉडेल ऑफ ऑर्गनायझेशन. So first point, model of organization means what is organization, what are the different parts, what are the different departments in the organization. So like that. So this point I want that some of the students they have to cover. 3-4 students I have planned to give this topic and they can present it in the lecture. Okay, so just a minute.